Hi, it's Karen the Weekend Craftaholic, and I am back with my April craft favourites. So this is where I show you something old or something new in my craft room that I've been loving throughout the month of April. Some of them are a bit of a mix, so you'll see what I mean. Let's get stuck into it. First of all, the one thing that I've loved is this, making up this little Christina ink blends book. So if you follow Christina Werner, you'll know she recently did some more of these ink blends, and I decided to take little screenshots on Instagram, add them into this little brag book. It was like $2 from Kmart. I took the cover off actually and just used some of my most favourite ink drop paper, and you can see here how cute it looks, but the way I'm using it is more of a very quick reference. If I want a sunset blend, I can easily see a design and what colours work well. So I thought I would stick them in here. Most recent one she did was this one. Completely forgot about doing a smaller size, but that's fine. When the next time I print it, I will redo it, but I've got lots of space in here, so I'm not too stressed about that. On the other side, I've done my ink blends. So these are the ones that I've practiced with myself on a smaller piece and just kept them as well. So this was like a fresh sunsetty view, for example, and you can see here different ones. So this was my idea of having a bit of a sky with grass, some sunset colours. So any that I practice with, I'm going to keep in here as well. The ones that work anyway, the ones that I like. So that's probably been my most favourite one for the month, as in something new. And that ties quite nicely with my other something new, which is the ink blends themselves. It's been a while since I've done ink blending, but having watched Christina's YouTube videos where she's started to do a few more of these with some of the newer colours. I know they've been out probably about a year now, but she's only recently done them. Has really brought back that old favourite of doing that. But it is new for the month of April, me doing a little bit of ink blending. So this is where they kind of blur the lines, something old and something new. Moving straight on to another one that blurs the lines, and that's Stickles. And I'll just grab a few of these because I've only ever had a couple of them, and I used them over Christmas, and I thought I need to start getting more of these. So I have been building up my stash to try and get most of them. If you've seen any of my craft hauls, you'll know that, but I've been using them in my layouts as well, which is why I absolutely love them. So I've got some more on the way. Whenever I see them on sale or reduced price or have a coupon, that's when I'm going to make the most and get these, because they really do last a long time and they really are good to have in your stash. So this is new and old again. It's an old product, but a new favourite for me. Another mix of old and new products has been digital files. So definitely not a new product, they're not new on the scene, but I have been doing heaps of printing just at the local office works, and I discovered, it's on the back of my video actually about the freebies, so I'm going to do a follow-up to that because now things are popping up on my, I guess, algorithms on Google and whatnot. I found a few extra ones that I would love to share with you, but this has been then a favourite for me because then when I find them, I'm printing them off and I'm using these in my journal. So it's been a bit of a favourite. Doing that video has actually made me realise, oh, there's some really cute collections here. So another old yet new favourite in my craft room has been the digital kits. And speaking of, one of the new ones that I've come across is Raquel and Miller, and you see here these are just a couple that I've coloured. It's coming to winter now, so sitting in my craft room when it's cold isn't really appealing, so I've been doing lots of colouring in the front room or in front of the TV or in bed, and her designs are absolutely gorgeous. I think she designs a few things for my favourite things as well, MFT, and let me just grab a few cards. These are some of the cards that I've put on Instagram that I've been building up for my stash using some of her images. They are absolutely gorgeous, so that definitely does tie in with my favourites for the month of April. There's another Instagrammer that I absolutely love. It's called CreateitwithJoy, and let me just zoom in so you can see. She's got quite a lot of followers, as you can imagine, and some of her designs are absolutely gorgeous. I'll zoom in on a few of these. If you've not come across her, check her out. She does the most gorgeous cards, and nice and simple, but yet very well designed. And I don't think I've come across anything she's done that I've not thought, wow, that's beautiful. Very, very cute. So Create It With Joy has been one of my new favourites throughout April after discovering her. And speaking of Instagram, another old favourite of mine has been Rachel Lowe. Now, I don't know if I've shared Rachel or not before in my favourites because I have followed her for a long time. She makes the most amazing layouts as well as lots of different dimensional things, as you can see here. I believe she is Australian, in South Australia. She's just got such a great creative imagination, as you can see. Here she's on the design team for Uniquely Creative. I think she's on the design team for this as well because she does a lot of these by Tandy Art. Absolutely stunning. I absolutely love them. Lots of ideas if you follow her on Instagram. So if you've not come across her, definitely check her out. She seems prolific. She's constantly uploading, which is great. Great for me as someone that likes to scroll through other people's designs. But definitely check her out if you've not followed or come across Rachel Lowe before because she's a very talented lady. And speaking of talented ladies, I couldn't let April go by without mentioning Yana. You've probably come across her. She's Ukrainian. She's on my YouTube. I've been following her for a long time. As you can imagine, being in the Ukraine, she's going through a really tough time at the moment. She's done a few shorts, not recently. She's got the Copic, she's got the card making. And if you've not come across her, please subscribe, show her all the support you can. Lots of videos on there if you've not come across her that you can binge on. But she's a very talented lady for sure, just like Rachel. The other thing that happened in April, of course, was the Easter Pocket Exchange. Just showing you a few photos of that now. Absolutely love doing my exchange with Angela. Thank you so much, Angela. There was so many goodies in that I can reuse. And the last thing I've got to share with you today is the kits that I got. I think I got them in March or February actually, and I only started using them throughout April. These were super cheap from the Reject store. I kept a little label so I would remember the name of the collections. I just bought 2 of them. One was the Softly Spoken and one was In the Neighbourhood. And these are little scrapbooking kits. I even kept the packaging because, as you can see, squeeze it out, it's corrugated cardboard, which you can use as well in your layouts, but it's got the stickers, the die cuts, the pattern paper, lots of great elements if you're new to scrapbooking and maybe you just want to give it a go. So these were a great addition to my craft room as well. A nice little collection, all cohesive. You don't have to think too much about it. You can just grab a photo. I also do smaller layouts. These are 6x6 sheets, so I have got some 5x5 picture frames from Kmart that I do little collections in, so these are perfect for that. But regardless, you could just get a plain piece of 12x12, and a lot of people make their own backgrounds anyway, and then use this to build that up. So I'll be having a video of that soon because I have used quite a little bit of this. I just need to get those videos edited for you. But that is it for my craft favourites for the month of April. I hope you've had a great crafting month as well. It's really been great having those extra days off work to be able to spend more time in my craft room. It's a great crafting weekend and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.